We now have arrived at public comment. Public comment guidelines are: each individual will state their name and have 3 minutes to address the board. You may only address the board once under this public comment opportunity and may not yield your time to others. Board members will not debate, nor will they answer questions at this time. And I would ask public comment to please follow these guidelines. Each individual will listen for our host to identify them, call them by their name. Upon calling you by your name, your microphone will be unmuted and you will have 3 minutes to address the Board of Commissioners. Please refrain from using offensive language and keep your comments directed to the Board of Commissioners. Board members will not debate nor answer questions at this time. Michelle, would you like to unmute the first person?
Sarah Allison.
Hello, this is Sarah Allison. I just want to say that as I'm a public health professional, I've been in the field for 5 years, and I am in full and total support of Daniel Mahoney's resolution to declare racism a public health issue. I graduated from Michigan State with my master's in public health 5 years ago, long 5 years ago. And the very first thing we learned was the disparities between white residents in the United States and Black residents in the United States. And as a Jackson resident, living in Leone Township for the first 28 years of my life, and now the city of Jackson, the last 4 years of my life, I have seen so many disparities between Black residents and white residents. I have witnessed racism in the hospital system with a friend who was giving birth, and she called me to come and witness the racism that she was experiencing. I have seen and heard the stories of so many of my friends who have been pulled over by the police for no reason, and who have been treated unfairly in education systems. I've seen kids growing up who have been treated so differently than I did living out in farm country in East Jackson. I have seen so many disparities, and it is imperative that this board votes to approve Daniel Mahoney's resolution, because we need change, and it has to come from the people who are experiencing the disparities in this community. I support a 7-member commission. I support 4 of those being community members who are experiencing disparities. I support 3 of them being commissioners who are dedicated to this work. I support a racial equity change in Jackson County, and this comes from the bottom of my heart, and as a resident here, we need change. I yield my time. Thank you.
Carl Baker.
Hi, my name is Carol Baker. I'm the chair of the Jackson Pride Center, and I am here tonight to voice my formal support of Daniel Mahoney and his resolution to make racial equality a public health concern in the city of Jackson, the county of Jackson. I believe this is something that we need to do to move forward to improve our economic situation. And besides, it's just morally the right thing to do. All people are created equal, period. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Bruce Barrows.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bruce Barrows, live in Spring Arbor, and I just want to voice my support for Commissioner Mahoney's resolution. I ask that it all be adopted by everyone on the board. We're going through tough times right now, and I think Jackson County needs to get a better handle on increasing diversity within the community. Looking at the nationwide protests, we're seeing multiracial groups all with the same message that Black Lives Matter. And I think there has to be transparency, accountability, which is nicely outlined by Commissioner Mahoney in his resolution. And I ask that his resolution be strongly supported. Thank you.
Michelle Beaton.
Hello. I just wanted to say that now is the time for us all to admit, if we haven't already, that racism is a huge problem in every town, city, state, and in this entire country. Every corner of this country cannot deny that this is a problem anymore. The time for ignoring and denying the racial inequities is long past due. Simply being neutral and saying nothing is just not an option. It does not hold up. I believe it's absolutely, racism is a public health crisis. It's a crisis on many fronts and in many forms. It's still alive and well. I think it's safe to say that Black Americans are literally in fear for their lives. They are scared to walk down the street. They're scared to go to the hospital. I mean, the list goes on. No one can deny that they're not being treated fairly. It's been going on for hundreds of years. I mean, it's enough. It's time to admit it and do something about it. And I think this is a great step. And I absolutely support Daniel Mahoney's resolution. And I really hope that it goes through. Oh, I also love your art on the road. The Black Lives Matter on the road. I love that. Thank you.